There are 3 things you need if you want to generate more and higher quality leads for your business. First, you need a way to get in front of potential clients who have never heard of you before and get them to raise their hand and say, "Yeah, that sounds interesting. Tell me more." So I'll show you how to do that using TRIFECTA targeting in order to get in front of more of the right people at exactly the right time. Next is something I call the GREAT Client Multiplier Formula. The GREAT Client Multiplier is a persuasive but not pushy system to get your existing clients, both current and previous, to start happily introducing you to their network and providing you with more high-quality referrals than you'll know what to do with. And finally, you need to use a case funnel, which is a systemized and automated sales and marketing funnel that will allow you to filter and sort and quickly pre-qualify all of these new leads and convert them into high-paying clients. And don't worry if all of this sounds new to you. I'm going to be walking you through each strategy step by step. So with that said, let me show you how it's done, starting with TRIFECTA targeting. The very first step in any lead gen campaign is first identifying and clarifying exactly who it is and what kind of client, lead, or prospect you want to generate. Because the truth is that anyone can generate leads. Thousands, even millions of them. For example, if I wanted to generate 1,000 new leads right now, I could run a sweepstakes or draw and just give away an iPad. If I wanted to generate 1,000,000 new leads, I could give away a car. But all that's going to do is get me a ton of leads that are probably never going to buy anything and are really just here for the free iPad. Now, the best way to do this is by taking a look at your current client list and doing a simple 80-20 analysis on them. In other words, taking all 100% of all of your clients and then identifying the top 20% of them. Now, typically, you'll want to rank them in regards to total revenue or total profit, but you can also use other criteria like how enjoyable they are to work with, or how many referrals they send you, or just how easy it is in order to fulfill or deliver whatever it is that you're selling to them. If, on the other hand, you're launching a brand new offer or starting a brand new business and you don't necessarily have a previous client list to look over, well, you're gonna need to get a little more creative and go out there and start having conversations with potential customers in order to get the following information. And the information you're looking for falls under 3 different categories, hence the name TRIFECTA, which is really just a fancy pants word for winning 3 times in a row, which is exactly what you're gonna do when you put this all into place, and subscribe to the channel, of course. So feel free to hit that button now and let's break this down. The first category that you want to define is their demographic details. These are things like age and gender, income, occupation, and title, and all of the stereotypical things that we think of when we're thinking of a potential target market or ideal client. Next is their geographic details, like what city or state or province or country that they live in. And then lastly are their psychographic details, like what are their attitudes and their lifestyles and their interests and their beliefs and their behaviors. In marketing, when you put all these things together, you get what is referred to as an ICA, which stands for Ideal Customer Avatar, also known as an ideal target market. But here's how to actually do something with it, rather than just create it and then file it away, never to be seen again. Here's the deal. No matter what business, market, or industry you're in, your ideal target market, those leads and prospects and clients you want to get in front of, well, they can all pretty much be found on social media. It could be LinkedIn, it could be Facebook, maybe YouTube, but also Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. The point is that they're there. You just gotta find them. On LinkedIn, you can do this with a simple LinkedIn people search and narrow things down based on location, current company, past company, what school they went to, what industry they're in, what language they speak, what opportunities they're open to, different service categories, and of course, keywords. Or you could use Facebook ads and run a lead gen campaign. Then select your ideal client's location, age, gender, language, and a whole ton of other more detailed targeting options based on even more demographic details and different interests and a list of behaviors. And pretty much every other social media network out there has a similar ad platform where you can do the same thing. But as great and important as generating new cold leads is, there's another way to get even higher quality leads and clients, which is what the Great Client Multiplier Formula is all about. So let me show you that now. Have you ever had a client that was just so awesome, so fun to work with, that you used to just sit there and dream about how amazing your life would be if all of your clients were just like them? If so, I have good news. Because here's the thing. Good clients typically know other good clients. It's the old like attracts like, birds of a feather flock together, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, yada yada, you know the story. Basically, good people tend to hang around other good people. So one of the best ways in order to generate higher quality leads and clients is simply by cloning your best clients. But if your duplicating cloning machine thingy happens to be broken or in for repairs, you can just do the next best thing, which is to ask your best clients if they know anybody else that's just as awesome as they are. Also more commonly known as asking for a referral. But like all things, there is a right way and a wrong way to do this. The wrong way is not asking for any referrals at all, or worse, just coming out there and saying, hey, you got any referrals for me? But the right way is powerful. And for that, I like to use a little system that I learned from Phil Jones that goes like this. You wouldn't happen to know just one person, someone who, just like you, would benefit from, insert whatever benefit you gave them with your service. So let me break down line for line why this is such a genius strategy. Starting with the first line, you wouldn't happen to know. You wouldn't happen to know is a non-confrontational challenge question. Something that doesn't put them on the spot, but immediately gets their brain thinking and paying attention. The next line, just one person, is a reasonable request that doesn't overwhelm them and makes the request seem doable and not overly big. The next line, someone who just like you, is both flattering and compliments the client while also impressing on them the kind of person you'd be interested in working with. Then lastly, would benefit from, insert whatever benefit you gave them with your service, well, that reminds them why you're awesome, while again making it even more clear about what kind of person you're looking for. One of the biggest things though about requesting referrals is that for them to work, you actually have to ask for them. Shocking. I know. So if you can find a way to bake this asking for a referral request into your systems and your delivery and make it a priority to ask after a service has been delivered or a new client has been signed on, it'll help make sure that you never forget again. Okay, next question then is, what are you going to do to turn all of these new leads that you're going to be generating into happy, loyal, high-paying clients? Well, that's what the C.A.S.E funnel is all about. So let me break that down for you now. The C.A.S.E funnel is a sales and marketing funnel designed to take a prospect who has no idea who you are and guide them through in order to become a happy and lifelong paying customer. It's perfect if you sell your services through some kind of a sales call. And the C.A.S.E stands for C, coaches and consultants, A for agencies, S for service professionals, and E for experts. The funnel helps to pre-qualify clients, it overcomes objections in advance, and it helps to answer any questions that people may have prior to getting on the call with you. Most importantly of all though, it makes the entire sales process faster and easier and way more efficient. And it looks like this. So I'll walk you through the steps now, starting with traffic. Every marketing funnel starts with some kind of traffic. This could be a social media post, a blog, a podcast, a video, or an ad. The key here though is to drive that traffic to the next step of the funnel, which is the opt-in page. Now if it's cold traffic, meaning the person has never heard of you before, then it's important to guide them through the rest of the steps in the order they're presented. On the other hand, if you're receiving a warm lead, something like a referral, then you can safely bypass these first few steps and move them straight to the application page. So I'll talk more about that in just a second. For now, assuming your lead came from cold traffic, the next step is the opt-in page. The opt-in page exists for one reason: to get someone to opt in. Awesome. What you want to do here is offer something of value, like a free downloadable training, a checklist, a video, or cheat sheet, in exchange for your prospect's name and email address. Once they enter their details and hit submit, they're immediately taken to the next stage of the funnel, the authority amplifier. It's here in the authority amplifier stage that you want to establish expertise and provide value. What typically works best here is a short video training that helps your client solve a problem that they have. Now, you don't have to give everything away, but try to provide something that's valuable and will allow them to experience some kind of quick win. And then the next step after that is obviously to follow up with you in order to get more information. You'll want to guide them to click a link somewhere on the page in order to fill out an application form, which takes us nicely to the next step. Having an application form for your services is one of the most valuable things you can do, in that it not only helps you get more information on your potential clients and how you can help them, but it also sets the frame and shows that you are an expert and you're not necessarily willing to work with just anyone who pays you. This is important for both cold traffic and warm traffic. Yes, even referrals from your best clients should still be requested to fill out an application form prior to a call. You can review each application manually, or most online form software allows you to redirect people to the next page automatically if the application looks good. And the next page is the calendar booking. It's here in the calendar booking stage that you can allow your prospect to choose from one of your available times in order to have a quick call with you to go over their application and discuss their goals, and decide together whether or not you're a good fit to work together. All of which, of course, happens happens in the final stage, the sales call. If everything goes well in your case funnel, then your prospect will show up to the sales call informed, with many of their objections already overcome, many of their questions already answered, as you've delivered this all through the authority amplifier section of your funnel. All of this is going to help you increase your call to close ratio and help you convert more leads into clients. But if you really want to take your lead gen to the next level, then you're going to want to back all of that up with something known as the marketing rule of 7. And that's why I've linked up a video right here that goes over the marketing rule of 7, as well as a few other of my very best marketing strategies. So make sure to check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video. Saying the same things, like we offer higher quality and we offer better service and all of that stuff that everybody's heard a million times before and they're completely blind and deaf to.